Whenever you hear the word debt in the news, chances are it refers to government or sovereign debt, that massive figure in the tens of trillions owed by the US government, racked up through decades of deficit spending. Governments borrow by issuing bonds, promising to pay back investors with interest using future tax revenue, or, in some cases, by simply printing more money. But consumer debt is a completely different beast. This is the money that regular people like you and me borrow from banks, lenders, and sometimes the government itself. It's the sum total of all the credit cards, auto loans, mortgages, student loans, and buy now, pay later plans that keep the wheels of everyday life turning. Unlike government debt, which relies on a country's ability to tax or print money, consumer debt is collateralized by our incomes, our homes, and our promises to pay. And to put things into perspective, as of Q1 2025, total US household debt has reached a staggering $18.2 trillion. That is the highest figure ever recorded, and it touches nearly every American family in one way or another. But why do people take on consumer debt? Well, sometimes it's about making those big life investments, like buying a house or paying for college. Other times, though, it's about smoothing out cash flow between paychecks, handling an emergency, or simply trying to keep up with rising living costs. In the US, consumer credit has been woven into the very fabric of economic life. After all, it was the mass adoption of credit cards, auto loans, and mortgages that fueled decades of growth in the 20th century and created what many still call the American dream. But here's the catch. When government debt gets too high, the consequences are mostly felt in financial markets. Interest rates go up, the currency weakens, maybe investors get nervous. But when consumer debt balloons, the pain is felt on Main Street, so to speak. Defaults can mean losing your car, your home, or even your financial future. And when millions of people feel the squeeze at the same time, the ripple effects can hit the entire economy.